The topic under discussion is about Phylum Cnidaria. We are discussing about the phylums of kingdom Animalia, and this is one of the second phylums of kingdom Animalia. Now let's have a look. These are the members of this phylum that come under the heading of Phylum Cnidaria. Now I always ask you people to memorize phylums by keeping in mind the members of that phylum. Why? Because it will make easy for you people, it will become easy for you people to understand the features of the phylum once you have a picture of an organism of that phylum in mind before you write the characteristics of that phylum. For example, let's take a look at the members of this phylum. This phylum includes hydra. Now as you assume what a hydra is, hydra is a sessile organism that stays attached to a rock. It has a cylindrical sort of a body with one mouth and with a single opening and tentacles. So you have an overview. Now look at all the other organisms of this phylum. They are somewhat similar. So the bag-like structure with tentacles and one single opening, this is sea anemone. Then have a look at jellyfish. Jellyfish is somewhat an inverted sort of an animal with round shape and tentacles and mouth, single opening. Then look at coral reefs. Coral reefs are also members of Phylum Cnidaria. They deposit calcium carbonate in their exoskeleton and make huge islands. And Australia is one of the example of this island made by coral reefs. And then another member of Phylum Cnidaria is Obelia. Obelia is, they live in colony. So that is, this is not only one organisms. They are this is a colony shape of an Obelia. Now if we discuss about the features of this phylum, now as you already have an overview of the members that belong to this phylum, now it will become easy for you to memorize the characteristics of this phylum. First of all, what is their habitat? All the cnidarians are aquatic in their form of life, or aquatic in their habitat. That is, they are not present in land or on dry surfaces, and most of them are marine. So most of the members of this Phylum Cnidaria, they are present in sea, oceans. Few can be seen in freshwater also, for example hydra and jellyfish. Otherwise most of them are marine, and coral is one of the example. And corals, they deposit hard calcium carbonate in their exoskeleton, and as I've told you that they make huge islands, huge surfaces. Even Australia is an example of such an island. It's even a continent, a country, and an island. And now come to the existence of this phylum, that is how they live. Either they live as an individual organism or they make colonies. So they are present in both forms. They can be present as individual organisms in case of hydra, in case of jellyfish, individual organisms having their own mode of locomotion and all their own life activities. And they can even be present in colony form, that is Obelia. As I told you, this is a colony polyp form. Then this is the gastrozoid medusiform on the same form of the body. I'll differentiate what is a polyp and a medusi later on in the lecture. So and they can even live in corals. The corals also live in colony form, that is, there are many cells, there are many organisms of corals that are packed together and they live together in a big huge island. So this is also a form of colony. Now what is their organization? Now if you look at the type of organization that corals forms, corals are not only corals, cnidarians, the members of Phylum Cnidaria. So as they are the second phylum of kingdom Animalia, so they are not that developed. As we were talking in sponges, they only have tissue level of organization, though they are a bit complex than sponges, that is, they have organs developed. So they have tissue level as well as a organ level of organization, but the body wall consists of only two layers, that is, they are diploblastic. So their body wall is made up of two layers, two-layer body wall, and they have tissue and organs also. The sponges had only tissue level of organization, but they have developed organs also. So this is the, now the body wall is consists of two layers, that is epidermis and gastrodermis. Now epidermis is the outermost layer and it is derived from ectoderm, and gastrodermis is the innermost layer and it is derived from endoderm. Between these two layers there is a jelly-like material, and this material is called mesoglea. So there is no mesoderm, not a proper layer, but in between epidermis and gastrodermis there is mesoglea, jelly-like material present in which the amoeboid cells are present. Now the special characteristics of this phylum is the presence of cnidocytes. What are cnidocytes? These are special stinging cells which work for their defense as foreign invader come in contact to these organisms, or they feel themselves in a situation which is dangerous for them. What they do is that they sting the organism, or for their food also they sting their prey with their nematocytes or nematocysts with their nematocysts, and paralyze their prey and then engulf it as their food. Or otherwise, they also save them from foreign invaders and their competitors by using nematocysts. Now, and nematocysts are also called as cnidocytes, hence their name Cnidaria. Due to the presence of cnidocytes in this phylum, they are named as cnidarians. What are cnidocytes? These are specialized cells present on tentacles. So these cells, these specialized cells, they are present on their tentacles and sometimes also on the body surface, in some cases. And they have a special apparatus called nematocyst. Now look at what is it. This is a cnidocyte and it has this nematocyst inside. Now what is this nematocyst? It is a complete apparatus with a cylinder-like structure, a thread rolled over it, and a tough sensitive hair-like projection. As something come in contact with this activates and it projects out. Now look over here. How nematocysts work. As something, some invader or some prey come in contact with this tough sensitive hair-like structure, the nematocyst projects out and it has a barb-like structure with barbed spines, with needle-like spines, and this thread-like structure. So they inject their poison inside the prey or the target organism and then paralyze it and engulf it. Now, what is the function? Defense. They have poison, they have barbed spines. Gastrovascular cavity is single, same mouth and same vein. There is no respiratory, no circulatory system present in them, and there is no CNS in them. Nervous system is present only in the form of diverse neurons. They have body form in two forms, polyp and medusae. Now, polyp is a cylindrical body form. As you can see in Hydra, attached to surface, they reproduce asexually and they are nutritive in form. They can be seen in Hydra and Ubelia as prominent body forms. And in medusae are umbrella-like. They are free swimming. They are reproductive sexually. They reproduce sexually, and they have reproductive function, and they produce meiotic gametes. For example, this is a medusae body form. So Cnidaria stays in polyp as well as medusae form in its lifetime. So this type of body forms, that is, an organism for some time of its life it's in polyform, then in medusae. This is called alternation of generation. And in case of these organisms, some organisms show majority of their life in polyform. In case of Hydra, majority of its life is in polyform. In case of jellyfish, majority of its life is in the form of medusae. Hope this phylum is clear. For any question, you can write down in comments, and the short question and the short type of test of MCQs based is given in the description. Go attempt it, and if you have any question, write in the comment box.